Hi everyone. I just finished this brilliant book by Yasmin Zaher, and this is probably one of the most life affirming books that I have read. And it's told in the perspective of a female voice of an unnamed narrator who is very interesting, and without revealing too much about the plotline, I would just say that she comes out at the beginning as very chic, opinionated, and quite threatening. But as you read the book, you start to realize that she herself is struggling with a lot of things that she's trying to put into perspective. And she has been displaced. She's living in New York, and it's almost jarring to her because her childhood was in Palestine, in her grandmother's garden. That's the best memories that she tends to have. But as she navigates this bustling city life, she slowly unravels, and eventually, obviously, there's a reconciliation of the narration. And without revealing anything to tell about the plotline, I would say you can compare this book with The Myth of Sisyphus. So I would say if you have enjoyed Albert Camus' The Myth of Sisyphus, this has a strong female voice in fictional form, and the main point is obviously, I just thought, like, after I finished the book, I was just thinking, wow, this actually reminds me of the myth of Sisyphus. And obviously, there's more to it. I think this book is brilliant in the way that the author uses lists sometimes. There's a lot of social dynamics that go on. She makes a lot of quirky commentary on a lot of serious social issues, and she is just brilliant. This form of writing is fiction, but it's quite serious, I would say. And it also explores the deep, intimate feelings of a woman who is confronting her body and also confronting society, her place in it. And yeah, I would even say further that this book has to be my most like underlined book so far. Like, I have a couple of books that I really enjoy. I do find let me show you this. I don't know how I'm gonna, like, can you see that? Like, I don't think I was not underlining at least every page. I think every single page has something that or maybe just one, but like, I was really, really, really into the narration. There's a lot of ways of writing that I find quite intriguing. So those are some of the things that I highlighted. Things I would love to go back to so it's easier to find ideas, but I can take the time to just write them down. So this is going to be one of my favorite books this year. I'm not even kidding. I'm so glad I found this author. This is also a debut author, so this is her first novel, and I really think it's very brilliant. Very, very, very brilliant. Yasmin Zaher. I'm going to be looking forward to reading another one of her books. She is a Palestinian journalist and writer who was born in Jerusalem, and this is just a brilliant work of fiction with serious topics, and I think a lot of women will find this book very, 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 very good. Yeah, so that's my little book talk on this book. I would say it really is almost a companion fiction for Albert Camus' The Myth of Sisyphus in a better way than even How the Stranger is to Albert Camus as a companion. Yeah, so that is it. So thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.